Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in the Dune-like world playthrough, whatever, episode number 7. What a beautiful, interesting, and mysterious game, and world in this case, Shadow Empire continues to be and present to us. Let's address some of the comments from video 6. I tried to read through them all. We had some comments mentioning, again, I'll remind, this has been comments we've had about this since the beginning of the game. To buy the scavenger. We don't have the money to do it, so right now it's not possible for us. Someone suggested even selling your metal in order to buy the scavenger, which is an interesting suggestion. The one thing I don't know, I don't think, but I don't know, is does your metal production go up from 40 once you buy it? I thought that the only thing that changes is basically you're given rare metals and you lose a little bit of money income. I guess it's not. It's like private economy bucks. What are these private credits? Yeah, they should be private credits. I guess it should be money going towards the private economy, right? But it's not all entirely clear how that system works to me. So, anyways, managers want own mess. We have enforcement versus heart. I would actually be completely okay with losing both enforcement and heart, although I don't mind enforcement. We can stand to gain only 3 enforcement before it hurts our meritocracy, and, you know, getting about 7? No, more than that. Getting 9 will, getting more than 9, so 10 or more enforcement, so including this option for 12, will actually impact our commerce as well. So we kind of want to avoid the enforcement getting too high just because we're pretty happy having the other ones. In fact, I think the enforcement, although it gives us, I know it gives us, what do you give us? You give us the logistics bonus, but what else do you give? Tax bonus. Yeah, so the tier 1, which gives us the tax bonus, in theory it's kind of useful, but I mean, I probably should play the stratagem to increase. I mean, this is desperate times. My concern, the reason why I have not played this, is I don't know how this impacts the happiness of my people. I suspected they wouldn't offer you a decreased income tax unless it impacts the happiness of your people, but it might only impact the private economy. This isn't clear to me, though. I don't know. So, at least now we can recruit military units instead of mercenaries. That's nice. Oh, look, double shifts. People just love working their double shifts. So we'll do that again. I don't blame them. I mean, working for the House Tortuga, it's just it's a wonderful thing. Okay, so that's the stratagems. I don't see any other stratagems that would be particularly useful to play. Another comment was about how I haven't replaced my leaders yet. It's true, I haven't replaced Raidenhall. She's not particularly happy with us, and let's see if there's a better choice for her. I haven't done my due diligence to check what personnel we have available. So we're looking for people in reserve pool. Ollie Mitch Knight. These names are really amazing. No charisma, no capacity. Not a good candidate. Okay, reserve pool here. We have Minx, Tonapath. Capacity 1. Charisma's 25. She has low ego, 4 corruption. Let's take a look what Raidenhall has. Corruption of 18 and theft of, oh my god, 75. I wonder why she hates things so much. What is your problem? Usually it's when they're... I actually can't remember. High ego, corruption, like, let's see. More natural authority, less submissive. Okay. Let's go back to the other one and just see. I mean, I'm not really looking forward to replacing a capacity 1 leader with another capacity 1 leader. Excuse me. But I think it might be okay for... It might be okay for a governor position. Yeah, her charisma is just terrible. Authority's 53. Ambition's low. She is a better candidate, obviously, at least a better candidate. And commerce she really likes, meritocracy she likes. Okay, so we get in mind, we will probably keep her happy. And I may not even have a better position for her. Let's look at Cosmo. Cosmo Nash. Extremely low charisma. At least he doesn't have corruption, but I think that the corruption problem with with Raidenhall is it's probably, it might be related to the low relations. Okay, so we have the new reserve pool people. We have one which is capacity 3, so Brianna Carbonus. I probably want to use her for something else, but she does have quite good. Her corruption is lower. Her authority's, oh, but her ambition's quite high. High ambition can cause more rapid decline in relations after temporary happiness. Ambitious leaders desire jobs with high job prestige, and they take demotions very badly. Last but not least, ambitious leaders have more chance to rebel against you when they are dissatisfied. Okay. So she's a very good candidate, I think, for my governor. And she does have low... Let's see. I mean, we're going to keep her pretty happy with our government leanings. So she's also a good candidate. What does the governor do for us, though? I'm thinking in the short term, the governor... I mean, I guess there are a lot of skill checks against the governor. But I feel like, I don't know how much of this is because I had a really good governor in a previous game, and in my previous series, I mean, the one where I did it on the Seawall class, and we had, like, great expansion, we conquered 3 other minors, and then had a lot of rebellions with those. I had a main city in that one which was extremely stable. Was it because of my city governor? I no longer remember. I can't remember. Loyalty of 56 on her. What's the loyalty on Raidenhall? Loyalty 49. So not a whole lot better. What's Minx's loyalty? 68. Yeah, she's much more loyal. But higher corruption, which is concerning. You can rise if relations is not optimal. Chance starts to be significant below 70. Yikes. So her chance is not going to be that high because it's not below 70. Positive corruption level does not mean later is actually engaged in corruption. It would be shown as theft. Okay. Yeah, we've already seen the theft, so we just need to replace Raidenhall. It's probably the right time to do it when we're already rock bottom. And you know what? I'm going to go with the higher charisma. Let's see. What's her... Okay, so her loyalty is low, but I think that hiring her will bring our relations up. I'm just going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and replace her. This will be an experiment. Look, we're still learning the game. I cannot wait. I honestly, I don't know how to tell you this. I get extremely excited for thinking about the future. I don't know how to describe this, but I really think it's going to be so fun in 6 months when I completely understand the game and I know how to play. Because I love everything about this game. I just don't know everything about this game. So we're not going to promise her anything. She's a garbage leader first. I want to retire her. We don't have those cards yet. I think I need the Interior Council for that. But we are just going to tell her, no, you're not having a job. You're just gone. And now we should have a decision next turn to replace her. And hopefully Brianna Carbonus is one of the candidates. I can't see how she wouldn't be. Seniority is 29. Yeah, she's a good candidate for seniority, from a seniority standpoint. Wait, lower is better, right, for seniority? Lower number means higher seniority? Or is it the other way around? God, I know so little. I know so little about this game. Despite having played it for so long. Because it's just like every little aspect. And another thing I want to mention. I am going to get to know this game a whole lot better if the moment I can just stop recording and play my own series on it, which won't be until this series is over. I mean, I just don't have enough time to manage all those things. So, people were suggesting that I should just go and attack and conquer Castello. Now, I see the merit in that. It would be nice to have a second city. The problem, you know, obviously, is that I can barely manage my original city. So we're going to have rebellions and stuff, and, you know, we'll just have to deal with that, I guess, when the time comes. But ideally, we don't have problems in our main city. Then, so like, look at it from my previous playthrough. I didn't have a whole... It wasn't, like, hugely problematic to deal with those rebellions. It was just annoying. It was extremely annoying, but it wasn't out of my capability. I could just send armies, and they did it. We're in nowhere near the same situation we were before, though. I gotta say, I like this map. So, what do we want to do? I wish we could sell industrial points. Yeah, the point right now, I guess, is get to 500 and sell. I probably want to reassign the number of people being hired, maybe down to like only 200 a turn. Workers, are we doing okay on workers? Yeah, so we completed the bureaucratic office. We'll see. That's, I mean, the number of people who are going to work for that should go way, way, way up. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, basically, we can't really do any trade unless we want to sell metal. It is a pretty good price. We could get 100... I mean, it's only 172, though. I guess it's worth to sell 100 fuel, or really almost as much fuel as we can. Because this is a reasonable price for fuel. Let me just go ahead and look at the statistics here. For logistics, for fuel, demand is as much as 65. Yikes. So I can only sell 100. I was kind of hoping to sell 150 or something crazy like that, but we'd only be able to sell 100. I think it's still worth it to do. It's not a whole lot, but we have no money. We gotta nickel and dime our way back up to 500. I don't see it happening anytime soon. Water is steady. Why is it holding steady? It's unusual. We'll sell maybe 400 water. Easy come, easy go, right? It's not a great price, but anything over 0.1 is good, I think.
Copy that.
And it gives our SHQ commander an opportunity to give us extra money, which he's done continuously, which is fantastic. Food, it looks like, is actually going up and up and up. I don't want to sell it, though. Not yet, but okay. Look it. We made a little bit of money. Again, little by little. We're not going to... Rome wasn't built in a day. That asset won't be bought in a turn. Kind of going around in circles here. What else do we want to do? Well, look, I don't know. We honestly do need a supply station if we want to have extension go out this way. Am I going to... Which tactic am I going to do? Like, money right now is so tight, it's going to be hard for me to ever buy this transport hub. In which case, I may want to just do the second best thing, which is just build my own transport hub right outside the city, put a supply base there, and then all routes get the extension 50 automatically, which is nice. Otherwise, if I buy this one, then I have to put a supply base on 3 different hexes, which is not that bad. I mean, it can be here and here and here if we want, but it means I have to build 3 instead of 1. I just hate the idea that it's more efficient to build your own outside the city. I loathe that. I loathe that. I don't think it's, you know, Vic's intention, excuse me, to do things that way either. So, I may have oversold water because we're neutral. Why are we even neutral this turn? I imagine there's going to be, look at, I am preemptively just a little bit scared, going to put this up to 50%, which is going to impact our workers, and I know that the workers right now are being used, or probably are going to be diverted from the pool, the empty pool, or, you know, we're going to have a high demand for workers just to get our bureaucratic offices working. Nonetheless, I still think I don't want water to slow down my food, which, you know, this whole, at least this whole, like, snowball situation where the logistics takes another 3 or 4 turns to work out. So, just to I'm willing to have everyone suffer a little bit of worker shortage for one turn, rather than start a problem getting food. I don't think it'd be a problem, actually. We have a significant amount of food. No, you know, it probably wouldn't be. But then I have to correct the problem, and which means... But it's a gamble whether or not that problem even exists. Okay, let's hope that 25%... I'm going against what I just said. I'm going to go ahead and decide not to do that. Maybe we could just build a radioactive mine here. Why? Because we could sell it for money. And then this would be our income, essentially. It's 630, so it's not like we have a whole lot here. Have I ever thought about doing that? It's interesting. We'd have to make sure we get 100 logistics over here, which right now we... Okay, I think it's manageable. Let me put initial. That's all I need. Yeah, this would be doable. I could divert this. I could divert more. Is this a level 2? So we do need a level 2. Yeah, we need a truck station before we really do that. What I could do is cancel things going off to the south, which honestly I can just do that immediately. I'll just put complete block there. We don't have any units down that way. We don't have any need for stuff going that way. This will increase, well, I mean, basically it's going to mean 200, and we can change as well the amount. Don't need we could probably do a 20%. I mean, in theory we can do none. It should be 200, 200, but just in case, we can do 20 block this way. So it should be something like 180. It's not going to be that exactly, but something like 180 and 220. And that means 90, but this is a bizarre situation. We could actually block off the amount going down this road, and somehow I think we can end up getting 100 over to this point. Boy, but honestly, I think we probably would need a supply. I don't know. See, this game requires a lot of thinking, and almost makes for a very bad presentation on YouTube. Things don't move quickly, and it's boring, and that's my concern at least. Okay, let's just start doing stuff. And by doing stuff, I mean bombarding. You can always bombard.
Copy that.
I gotta make sure I don't bog down into just spending time reflecting about the comments and responding to them in my video. We have to make forward progress too. So this was a good start. I'm happy with this. I think my goal is... Yeah, ooh, that's problematic, isn't it? I wanted to surround this guy. He can move here. We won't be cut off. So we're okay. If he moves here, it's kind of suicidal. We'll just cut him off. It'll be the back and forth of encirclement. I kind of want to move here just to prevent this guy from pushing my borders anymore, though. Doesn't mean that we'll be in better position to cut that off. And again, in theory, I have this idea that in theory, I have an idea that we go all the way up here and we reclaim that one population point happiness. I don't know. Who knows? Look, if this doesn't work out, we restart and we play a new one. And I'll be all the smarter from all the advice I've gotten on this one. Okay, so I think it pretty much has to be this one. Goodbye, Raiden, I don't care about you anyway. So this gives us a first HQ, advisor. I like this. We're going to do them. We're going to do this one.
We'll go.
Okay, -7, -1, -1. Oh! Oh dear. Raiden is the leader of the Sacred Equality? No. No! 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 Damn it, anyhow. Whatever. She was corrupt. She deserved to go. Okay, meritocracy, commerce. Tough question. I think I'd rather see meritocracy. Not really. Okay, let's go over to the management screen and just take a look at the profiles real fast. What can we gain from martial tournaments? I don't think a whole lot. Operational command rules, +25. Patriotic collection. versus, what's the alternative? Commerce. So let's look down at the commerce stuff. Again, enforcement, we have a possibility to get a tax bonus. Commerce is private economy bonus, and then population happiness, which would be so important right now. That would be so important. We might have to go with that. And we aren't going to lose state companies, which I'm happy to have. Worker happiness bonus we don't care about, especially with the current exploit. Excuse me. I think that we have to go for it. I think we have to go for commerce. So let's just do it. Let's ride the commerce train. This makes you, unfortunately, very unhappy. And you're kind of okay with this, but this also decreases... Yeah, we want a relation... Oh, this is with Bernador. Okay. You have to read the actual prompt. So we can make Bernador happy. The only person that doesn't make happy is Alan. Now, somebody mentioned, by the way, that there's the resting... No. What is it? If you click on the person... Oh, that's right. I mean, it's here probably somewhere, the resting relation. Natural relation point, top. In all caps there. Not at the top, but the middle. In all caps. Natural relation point 86. This guy actually likes us quite a lot, but let's go to the Economic Council. What is your resting? 71. So now, where does this number come from? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody explain it. It might be explained in the manual. Again, I haven't read the latest manual, and I every time I talk about these things, I'm like, I gotta just go back and read the manual for the 4th time, but it'll probably be the most complete time. I mean, it will be the most complete time. Unfortunately, it just means there's going to be redundancy factor, like a very high, 90% redundancy, you know? Only 10% of the material should be new. But the new stuff may, I mean, it could be 20%, and then even 10% of the half of the 20% might be things which were changed that I currently have the wrong impression about. Now, this is also a capacity 4 person that we want to make very happy. Like, he's only been in the job for a short amount of time, but his suitability is already 35. That's worth considering as well, isn't it? Do we really care? What's your capacity? Oh, you're also capacity 4. Wow, I have decent people for the first SHQ and for the Economic Council. In fact, I really just dislike this decision. Okay, his relationship goes up if I choose this one, but it does not go down if I choose this one. Only Vickers, who is a capacity 1, secrets. I'm not sure I care as much about her. I'm going to go with this one. So we're going to go with meritocracy. I would love to get commerce. In fact, before I do this, let me just check. I'm in level. That's it. That's all we have. Okay, we're going to do it then. It's more important to me to get the Economic Council to... Damn it, anyhow. Its relations with him are going down, too. Okay, so that... I thought it was relations with Bernador, but nope, turns out it probably was. I clicked way too quickly, but I don't know if Bernador's relations... Look at this crappy thing. Everyone hates me. Gus, what is your skill, your capacity 1, so you probably need to be replaced eventually. I don't even know who the best person for the director of the Supreme Command Council is. I guess once we fire them, they'll come back with a decision that should be promoting the people most suitable for the job. Gosh, there's just so much this game has. It's really cool, but it's a beast. Alright, I think that having done nothing with you, we probably should either move you back or move you forward. I'm going to move him back just so it doesn't tax our supply. Look at the supply. Yeah, and you guys are stuck there, that's fine. Okay, end the turn. I'm going to have you guys hang out with me for this one, even though we're not getting a whole lot done. Because this is kind of decompressed time in between the turns. I'm getting a little too wound around the axle. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things we're going to do inefficiently in this playthrough. I don't know how many of you who are watching this video are familiar with my channel, or, you know, if you just stumbled upon it. I do really enjoy getting into the minutia. I like looking... I like a hardcore war game. I like your War in the Pacifics. I like your War in the East. I loved Advanced Tactics Gold. I thought that had a great supply system. What am I trying to say? I'm going to get there. Rule the Waves, the Rule the Waves series, I think Rule the Waves is a pretty complicated game. Not as complicated as this, not by far, but it's also there. It's also complicated. And it just took probably 6 months for me to get the game down reasonably. And you learn so much more when you're putting up a YouTube series. Like any one of you who are playing, if you were to play this and post it on YouTube, people will round out the rough edges. Okay, 3 decisions. Didn't really even pay attention, but I didn't see anything really of note. 2 more turns before we have 1 more point. We got our min level high enough, which is a miracle in my opinion. Don't know why this happened, but it did. We have a card to give us political points, not important. I think this does give us a fate point as well, doesn't it? Maybe not. Paranoia. This is actually a good card for us. A really good card for us. I like Docile AI as well. I would have preferred one of these to be some better assets for my city to improve quality of life or happiness in any way. Oh, okay. So our spies are reporting. These guys have the Ateneo territory declared war on us. That was just a bunch of arachnids. Hey, it's the sandworms. I know that this is not sandworms, but these are sandworms in our universe. I don't care what you're saying. Okay, so here we have a refugee camp, which is going to give us 200 population per turn. That's actually still worth probably going and getting. At least as soon as we control our happiness situation, so that the extra population doesn't just feed the rebels. Oh my gosh! Happiness is going up! And this is without a governor. Okay, so it's increased by 2 due to quality of life. It went up by 5 and 2 due to luxury products and services. I think that might be just due to the private economy providing enough. And a museum finished. I mean, the private economy, I think these double shifts we've been having people pull are actually having a good effect. Let's go over to the zone point. Yeah. No! 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 Damn. Okay, there's a way to get around this. Okay, what faction are you? You're also Sacred Equality, of course. Of course you are. Okay, there's some ways you can actually manipulate the system here. I think if we hire a new person, like we don't need new people, we already have plenty of people in our reserve pool. I want Riddenhall gone. I want her dismissed. So we really need an interior council for this. I probably need to go to my secretary and just grab a new org. Unfortunately, I think it's time that we get the interior council.
Yes, sir.
Gonna do it. We're gonna cut funding to the spies, and that means that you aren't gonna be happy, I'm sorry to say, Vickers. Anyway, so you are commander of the 1st Light Infantry Brigade. Okay, you're just one of my field commanders. I mean, that's probably not a person you want to betray you, but I'd like to pass this sentence myself and execute my own family member. I really don't think that's okay. So this decision seems to make everyone happy. It also makes me happy. It lowers enforcement, which is, okay, not actually what we want, but it increases mind, which is good. Basically, it's going to lower fist. Our mind rating is off the charts. I like this, though. It makes everyone happy, and we can get enforcement back in other ways, I think. I don't really want the heart. And I don't want the fist, so this is our decision. Independence rallies in Cambridge. Crap. Things are starting to go badly. Okay. How many rebels are there? Is there a way of seeing it? I thought that there was. Strain 0. We're not authorizing food. We can actually go back and authorize that as soon as I have a governor. Income tax. Sell private items to traders. So it probably just makes their luxury. I bet income tax does impact happiness because I bet you it relates to their ability to get the luxury products and services. Please confirm that in the comments if you know better than I do, but I'm just starting to put these things together. Okay, so short term. I mean, loyalty's way down, but I need to see in particular where. Do we have an estimate on the number of rebels? Is there? I thought there was a place where this was shown. I mean, it's danger and this, or they're all way, way down. Look, by the way, we should probably go and play this stratagem card if it's the one I think it is that increases fear. This has, like, no effect on us right now. So we'll just play this immediately.
Yes, sir.
So this gives us plus 30 fear, which should have, like I said, no effect. Basically, our happiness is limited to 100 minus this number. Like, if I was even to half this, if we had double the fear, if it was at 60, I know that's not half, the math didn't work out, but whatever. If we even had 60 fear, or let's say that we were able to get 70, or only half of 70, which is, you know, whatever, I would take either 40 or 35 happiness. That would be like a godsend over our current, which is 12. So, what do we do with this? Unfortunately, this is one of those things where we didn't get a card which is going to help us directly. Oh, for the first time ever, a treasure hoard seems like it might be a useful thing to do. I've never wanted to use this. I've always wanted to make sure my resources are just balanced. But this might give us, in particular with the rare metals, might give us enough money, ironically, to sell rare metals to buy the rare metal producer. Yeah, but yeah, I think we just need a source of income right now. It's obvious that things are not going exactly the way we'd hope. And that getting administrative level did give us a fate point. So we're at 4 fate points. We could do treasure hoard plus docile. Oh, worker and population happiness. This might be more important. Or forget docile AI. Let's just do both of these. Desperate times, desperate measures. That's what my philosophy is. Don't need that one. Did we get this card back? No. If I get it back, we're going to play that immediately. Field training. Well, not really important to play that. Is it? I mean, we could play it for free, basically, because we're not involved in combat. But if the rebels start spawning... Yeah, so what I wanted to ask is how many rebels are going to spawn here versus how many infantry do we have? Actually, we have a lot of infantry here. And what I want to do is just quickly, before this decision... We're getting this huge lag. Do you see that? I'm going to move you back as well. And that's the only person who can make it back. But we're gonna roll the dice on this one. We're gonna take the autocracy 7, which is not good because we finally got up to meritocracy, which means we are increasing our chance of getting... Oh, the meritocracy one doesn't matter that much. Administration rolls plus 40 would be amazing. So I guess we're going to commit to the meritocracy. We're committing to meritocracy, and I think in the end I may want to switch over to commerce, but we may just do that for another playthrough another time. Oh boy, the first SHQ person is not going to be happy about this. It's possible, you know, it's possible we could do nothing though. I think this unrest would drop really quickly. The thing is, I'm actually of the mind that although we're going to lose some soldiers here, I think we will quell it. And we're at the point where we're starting to, you know, obviously we're getting a huge benefit. We spent the whole turn, we've basically spent this entire video just looking at things. This is why I have to make sure I just motor through. I'll try to absorb comments and stuff like that, but I got to motor through a little bit more. Self-pressure, I don't know. And nobody in the comments is telling me I need to do this, but I feel the need for speed. Okay, based upon this population of 6,000, I have no idea how many rebels, but loyalty, and this is like a lot of soldiers. Okay, let's just use it. It's an experiment. Will it work?
Yes, sir.
Succeeded. Holy cow! 24,000 militants! Okay, this is plus 20 fear. 900 troops, 2,400... Okay, well, it worked. Let's... I don't like this, but let's go over here and recruit... Let's recruit a military. He's not going to be involved in this, but we're just going to do this to hopefully re-roll. Yeah, it did not work. Okay, so then Minx, look at it has to be Minx. She has better charisma, not great. Her corruption is 6. Oh, what the hell? At least this guy's corruption isn't positive, and he's very loyal. But why? We don't really have anything going towards the democracy. Oh my gosh, this is such a tough decision. What I really want is Brianna. I could dismiss, but then the faction will be upset at me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't care. So Skip, thankfully, is not associated with the faction. We can definitely dismiss him as well. Maybe he's an okay candidate. 0 corruption. Okay. Yeah, it's not obvious. This guy would be much better placed somewhere else. Maybe if we just piss off that one faction to no end. Okay, dismiss, 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 dismiss. Should we just keep going until we get Brianna? Will we necessarily get Brianna? Will we just get Ollie Mitchnight? Who, why is he, like, are they looking at the people there? She must have extremely, I'm guessing Brianna's seniority, 27, and lower is probably not good. Lower is probably worse. Oh, but hers is 20. And Reinhall's is 67, so it's much higher. Somebody else. Like, why is your... I need to get rid of some of these people. Let's try it. Okay, I'm gonna dismiss. Skip, I really like you. I'm so sorry. Damn it, of course. Well, we haven't angered this faction lately. Charisma of 19, I mean, it's not terrible. No. Dismiss.
Yes, sir.
You gotta be kidding me. Ah! Dismiss.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. Okay, 0 corruption. Ego is huge. Relation, terrible. Autocracy, dismiss. Okay, a point. We did it. We did it. Alright, let's see. I don't even want to know. But I might as well. Okay, their happiness is actually 70. They must have been really, really happy before. Because they don't really hate me that much. All we need to do is relocate Raidenhall. Ask if Raidenhall would like to take an extended vacation, and we'll be okay. Okay, so let's at least end this turn. I won't bore you with the end of turn resolution. Is there anything else we want to do, though? Oh, yeah, we do. We do want to... Some things we need to do. Bombardment. Actually, both of them can bombard, which is fine. Just keep bombarding, wearing them down, and eventually we'll do an attack. Maybe. Maybe not. But if we can kill any units in the meantime, that's the...
Copy that.
That would be the dream. Not this time, but they are worn down a fair amount. Yeah, we need everybody in here, though, and we'll just let them recoup. Let's see, we might need to replenish soldiers. So if I go to the first, that's the first infantry. But what I really want is the, yeah. So we really don't need anybody, so I guess it was only militia that died. Huh, okay, well, fair enough, that's fine with me. Look, I guess we end the turn, I mean... We're waiting for, essentially, Bernador to kill off this unit. I've wounded them, but weakened them a lot. but we have no recon on how bad that is or whatever. We control the roadway. I don't really like them having the territory that just that close to me, but it's fine because we control the road at least. And we're doing okay up here. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so let's end the turn then. Of course, before I do that, I should check on the worker situation. So it's not perfect. And water did go down. Okay, so it was kind of as I feared. We'll put this back up to 50%, which is going to unfortunately increase the burden of workers. Food is not good, but maybe this is just a... It's weird, actually. Water dropping shouldn't impact food directly. It should impact food in next turn. Oh boy. Boy, I wish I understood. And I think, honestly, I think I could just pause the game and look at it, and I might understand, but I don't want to bog things down too much. Okay, 142 metal for 1.6. That is... We're now getting to the point where I'm considering it. Food at point... Look, this is insane, I know, but I just... Oh, it's such a good price. Let's wait one more turn. Okay, let's just wait. Let's wait. And end the turn. Basically, I'm just rushing this end of the turn thing a little bit for the sake of progressing. I probably should just take advantage of the pause button a little bit more. Slow things down in my head. Really just soak in all the information, as I would like to do if this was a personal playthrough. That's why I'm saying that I think I'll learn a lot from stepping away from highlighting the videos on YouTube and just playing a little bit myself. Anyway, I'll come back when the turn is done. Okay, well, it was a good turn resolution for us. We were attacked in 2 places and held in both. We have 3 decisions. Oh my goodness. And then the game blessed me. We're about to get another fate point, which is also good. I might want to use that on the docile AI, just because it's really nice to have a unit that doesn't take supply, just to go exploring. Investigate leader, shadow spy, double shifts. I guess the double shifts is really good too, so we'll go and do that again. Interior council. Probably skip. I think intelligence is the most important for interior council. It might be charisma though. They all have suitability 1. I mean, not all. Skip has a suitability of 3, or capacity of 3. Cleo Quartz is the crazy autocracy lady, so she's not really a great candidate in my book. Skip likes me. Let's appoint him. He's got good interpersonal relations.
We'll go.
Positive effects on relations with our leaders due to seniority of appointment, plus 6%. That's good. Interior Council, oh my goodness. 0 on tariffs, I don't really care yet. Interior policies, human resources, and taxation. We'll put taxation down to 20, and then 40 and 40. There it is.
We'll go.
Apparently, by the way, somebody said that this, the sliders not being like kind of an average of your previous settings and your current settings is a bug, it was not, oh wow. Montenegro is blackmailing us? I could not care less. I would like the mind, but I'm fine to refuse this. Unfortunately, it will hurt our first SHQ person. Look at it, buddy. I would like to do it to make you happy, but I otherwise don't want to do it. So I don't really care if Montenegro's blackmailing us. What the literal hell? What the hell? Okay, we need to stop and take a look at the water situation. Like in a big way. Good thing I didn't sell that food. We might end up needing it. So there's only one choice well, I mean, I guess we could get money to... So I'll hold on to this until next turn. Quickly, the turn resolution, just to show you. Maybe I should have done this next video since we won't really get through this turn, but they attacked and they lost 100? No, 0. So it's 600 versus 300. Knowing that they have 600 there is actually valuable information. It means that we probably are able to mount an attack against them that would be probably be successful. Then they attacked here and they lost 300 and that's it. So, pretty simple. We still have the 4 things, which means I did not actually end up doing them, and I think we should, but let's first take a look. Come on, I'm rooting for you! Yes! Up by 6 again. We're on the move. We're making it. Things are looking good. We're still gaining total people overall. Man, I just feel like this is a good sign. And I still think it's a good idea for us to play feasts. So, without even consulting you guys, I'm just going to do it.
Order received.
+7. That's great. Oh my gosh, that was a great decision, I think. Also go over to nation and do double shifts again,
Sir.
and then we'll save one of those for next turn as well. We investigate leader. Can we investigate Radenhall still? Yeah, but she's still difficult. Vickers is not. I think we're gonna fail this, but let's just do it. We have 2, right?
Order acknowledged.
Her, not him, but whatever. That's fine. Now, what I've heard is that you learn that your people actually learn from failure. So, in theory, Vickers should be better at not failing next time. We'll see if that's actually the case or not. Okay, very good. So let's call this to a close here. We'll pick it up next turn. Look at there's a glimmer of hope. Wow, I don't want to say yes to Montanak on principle. I think we're going to suffer through a small rep hit. The thing is, I like minded democracy, and this is okay. This is one of those where I strongly disagree. It to me is like not democratic at all. How is it a democratic thing to be blackmailed, to accept blackmail? How does that give you democracy points? Doesn't make sense, Vic. I'm sorry. I cannot see how the democratic will of the people is let's be blackmailed. Wouldn't that make more sense for autocracy or something like that? Like, I don't know. It doesn't. There's probably a way you can justify it, but I'm sure that no matter what the justification, I can come up with a better justification for one of the other two. Anyways, that'll conclude this video, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you back for the next one. Until then, stay safe, take care.